Hello everyone, and welcome back. We're going to be talking about Johnqt and what he's brought to the Valorant community. If you don't know already who Johnqt is, Johnqt, also known as Mohammed Amine, is a Valorant esports player from Morocco. He's currently the IGL for Sentinels, and he's known for his amazing strategy. The Johnqt in his name stands for Quality Tactics.
Nice one.
Dead.
دبل خوين
in smoke.
خوين Oh my god, Yoshi. Oh my god.
Early into Johnqt's Valorant Pro career, he started from the Middle East into the NA. Johnqt getting noticed by being Radiant and being in the top 10 NA. It almost seemed like he was learning the game much faster than everyone else. Valorant also ended up tweeting about Johnqt quite a few times. He was eventually blowing up in the industry, and it seemed like all eyes were on him. Johnqt eventually felt so confident in his abilities that he actually put school aside to pursue Valorant full time. This was definitely a risky move, but less than a year later, he was already signed to an org. Ghost Gaming Esports was quick and right to take him in so fast. They immediately saw his game sense and call out potential and put him on IGL.
Waiting for the block, still waiting for that execute.
Execute coming out, Mitch pushing out onto site, a push through the wall, it's gonna be trades coming out, and Spike Carrier goes down. 2v2 situation.
Left.
It's come out, Leaf's only gonna grab one. Tour de force from Johnqt, gonna get the third kill of the round, looking for the fourth now. Has the Headhunter to be able to try and play this a little closer, but you have Vanity on the Viper, but fourth kill coming online. Fantastic job, fantastic ultimate coming out.
John is a monster with the tour de force, holy.
Johnqt would then go on to win and lose some games, gaining him the experience and shaping him into the legend that we know today.
Koala Noob has arrived, and the entire team for Ghost is here, but they've actually lost Koala Noob. John, though, gets the frag he wanted. Rock around the site, though, gets checked, being watched for by Green. Swings out too, looking for more, but John denies. If it now can only be John. 15 seconds left on the clock for Blueface to make their move. John can do this theoretically.
Enemy remaining.
Maybe reality now,
10 seconds left.
as he's gotten himself the 3-piece and has brought it to a 1v1. Spike's gonna go in for Sways. And John, he needs to pick a side, and he picks the right one. Headshot bound on a Sways.
Sitting in the wolves to get their own prey, feed themselves, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
I hope he has a totem.
What? Are you kidding me? And he totems away, and he gets that sword through some...
Oh,
dude!
Back aside.
3 versus 2. Yeah, Johnqt could be crucial here. There's 2 players left alive. It is Johnqt paired up with a Proto who have the job of trying to retake the site. Paranoia is going to come out. That's going to take away some vision. The problem is there is a player holding it. It's Quinn right here for a Proto. Indeed, Quinn does win that duel out. Johnqt able to take down Foe, but now left alone in 1 versus 2. Anticipates chemicals. Surely he doesn't do it. Ooh, QT takes all 3, and it's going to be a 7th on the board.
His first VC2 with Ghosts showed just how much potential he had. He 2-0'd the first 2 games that he played, showing everyone that Johnqt was here to stay.
Nice! Nice! One down. Yes. Nice! Next side.
Unfortunately though, Ghost did end up losing to NRG. After that, and due to the extensive application process, Ghost was no longer selected as an org for the Valorant League. which also meant that they had to disband, letting Johnqt and the rest of their team go. Johnqt quickly found a new home at M80. Being signed into M80, his debut game came quickly. He was prepared though, as he won his first game with the org against OR. Then, he went on quickly to win his next 2 games, making him and his team 3-0 in the league. He would then eventually win the tournament. He was quickly growing a bond with his team, and he also got a Player of the Day from M80 with a KD of 37, 17, and 14. Eventually, after a year playing for M80, he decided it was time to look for new opportunities.
I think they're looking to save her. Koala with his operator, it's just such an expensive weapon that I don't think you want to give this up here. Johnqt looking for a kill, 1 set ultimate. Whether he's going to win it with a duel or he's going to try and get it in his death. Is he going to win this round? Where's Koala?
No, he just has to push him.
He's sticking.
Look at Koala Noob. Show me Koala Noob. Where's Koala Noob?
Go down
EU staying alive here just narrowly, but he's got a player in his back. Nismo here to back him up onto the A site, but they've been dealt with now. Jonathan doing it himself. Cloud burst down, he sneaks one onto Julie.
Whoa, nice round, dude. That was a solid 1v3.
We've seen a
So
bunch
it's like
of these plays,
no
but
com
mostly
lurking.
today, at
If you
least
go
for
to a
some
site,
boys.
they'll go to that site always. So you have in running to a site.
It's
takes
hard
too
to
long
get away
run
from
back
your
to that site.
team.
Yeah. So
They
I
just follow
always
you
go AFK
automatically.
for the first 10 seconds. They usually naturally just pick a site randomly, usually AB alternating, and that's when I lurk.
Dog will be first to
That's
peek.
smart. That's
Proto
actually
will
smart.
be
If you run
second.
towards
No
the site
more
immediately,
nanoswarms
likely they're
to
just gonna
pop
follow
here.
you there.
Have to take the
Whoa,
fight
whoa,
right
whoa,
after the
whoa,
flash.
whoa,
Johnqt's
whoa,
just
whoa,
He's calling his bluff, and he
whoa,
does
Brock!
not hop off some way, somehow. Johnqt allowed the clutch.
He loved his time at M80, but he thought he was ready to coach for a VCT team. He's shown so much skill this past year, it wouldn't be hard at all for him to find a new team to play with. That team eventually being Johnqt had announced his joining in the Sentinels. The internet lost their minds. They couldn't wait to see Johnqt pair up with the whole Sentinels roster. This was his chance to show everyone how much work he's put in.
Sends the cam out. Sikin. Hearing this, still going to be pushing forward. Wants to swing in. Mind Freak. Great push out. Trying to get the catch on him. Finds one. Can he get the clutch? Yes, he can! 5v5 full HP attempted the retake as double swing comes out here on ramp, and Johnqt gonna be able to find the first 2 kills. Munya, Jake, Divine, all taken down. And Johnqt on for the ace here in the pistol round, and it looks like they want to give it to him. He'll swing in, but Celsius will take it. But what a clean sweep through.
Or good ecos, I should say, against the anti-ecos. But John here just, the initial double swing, kind of getting that information off the hawk. Paper Rec sometimes isn't, off the rip of a match. They'll W key at you. They're called W key gaming for a reason.
Johnqt, for lack of a better word, was dominating. Him being paired with Sentinels almost seemed unfair. There were even many people on Twitter tweeting their predictions about the game. The Sentinels won most of their games, and they qualified to the playoffs. I mean, the plays that Johnqt had was nothing short of amazing.
Scared of the approach here. Where is that rocket being utilized? Well, straight through main. That's a heavy investment when they were in a 5v4.
Can you blame him? Against these ecos?
Not really. John's in a punishable spot here. Yeah. What? Okay. Get out of here. Yeah, they're on an eco, but I mean, look at this. The reactions. Adjust to the side, the transfer, the final tap.
From there, Sentinels won almost every single match that they had. Johnqt had finally done it. He had won the VCT Masters Madrid. He was the first African and Arab player to win Masters. And with that, history was made.
And now, no Valley to be found there. Out wide once more. Still keeps his gaze on a swivel. Molly's vulnerable him up. Pushed him out into the open. The easy collection of the kill. Now there's 45 seconds left. Chances to slow this one down, but it looks like Sen have no intention of it. Forward positions once more. Kawazin drops down from the ropes here, spraying down. But He's disjointed on the rest of his team. Kawazin out wide. The reset. Rolling thunder. Lifts him up in the air, sky high. And then one player standing towards the back as a crossfire setup, but the aftershock is elite. Kawazin on for so much more. an ace on the cards. Leicester stick. This one comes down to the spam, but John is stunned. A tap. He's going to be out wide. He's going to be forced wide. Knows it. Info gathered now, but another stick now. Less finally the trust maintained in his teammate. Maintained in him. Might be punished. A tap. Out. Force with a jiggle. Johnqt. Balls of steel.
Flying back in here. On yet down could be an issue.
They know everything's coming from heaven now.
Getting ready with a high flash, trying to counter the Dizzy. Coming on in, buying a couple of seconds, and it does. Zels is now going to get that classic ready to go. Not going to be able to get to use it this time. Forsaken the one to break back in. They've cleared 10s. Hold on, they're clearing the site. Zekken, how much can one man do? Not enough. It's on Johnqt. He's going to clutch up, and they line up. Another 1v1. How much can one man do? That's how much. Johnqt.
I love this delay investment of the drone here to really, really take that space away even more so from Pay.
Top of the rafters. QCK is obviously on the other side of the map, just trying to lock down at B angle, but the lockdown now indicates everything, or at least it should.
Another problem with this composition, you have no way of dealing with the lockdown. You don't have molly lineups.
Backing out no detainment. Fast with the high tide. Cuts this one up. Mosh pit into the back now. This time SEN fighting too. And nail! But you're up against cowards in Johnqt. Where's he pulled that one from? Out of nowhere! On top of the ropes, the pit has been earned. 88 health to his name. He just needs to survive. Spray down, and he's already hunting them down. Less. With him toppling, ace on the cards. The crowd wants it. The people are chanting. QCK spotted out wide. Will his team give him anything? Not quite still.
And round 11, round 12, the player to salvage it is John. What a beautiful spray transfer there. And then getting the third on the rope too. All coming off the back of winning the 1v1 clutch.
History has been made.
Congratulations to your Masters Madrid champions, Sentinels!
Just absolute cinema.